Hello and welcome to another update video. We want to talk about Tilray brands today. I want to take a look at a technical analysis about this stock. First of all, we can see that on the daily time frame that this is a lifetime downtrend. The first move down was a three-wave move, so I consider this as an A wave. The move up was clearly three waves, so I consider that a B wave. And now we are moving down in a C wave, most likely, okay? And this C wave doesn't seem to be finished yet. In fact, we seem to be moving up in a wave 4 as it seems. So as you can see, A wave down, B wave up, and the C wave should get 5 waves. Yes, prices have moved up significantly, but looking at the subwave structure, I think another low is still fairly likely. It is of course possible that a lasting low has been established here in June, but then I haven't got any evidence for that. It would have to be a 3-wave move down, so a WXY structure, which is of course possible, but not that common, and therefore I would be looking for another low here. But let's establish the subwave structure to see when this assumption will have to be re-evaluated. But at the moment, it's a lifetime downtrend. We have to be skeptical about this stock just from looking at the bigger picture. Yeah, of course, it has a chance to develop a first impulse, and maybe it starts here, but then it needs to show us 5 waves up, and we haven't got them, unfortunately. Okay, it would take a lot to show us. But in the short term, now let's go into this detailed wave count. At the moment, we have a 3-wave move to the upside here. Yeah, and I think this wave 4 can still push a little higher. So my assumption is that, that this here is an A wave. Price came down in a B wave and is now moving up in a C wave. Now, what is the target for the C wave? That is what is important. So first of all, if we take here the length of the A wave, then we go to the low of the B wave. Yeah, I think what is certainly possible from here is $4.50 still. That's the 1-to-1 ratio, 100% extension. I would focus on that as long as this swing low stays intact, the $2.25 level. So as long as this level is now holding, I think this view is reasonable. This view is likely, and $4.56 would be a target that I'd be watching. Yeah. Anything above that, let's actually see what the Fibonacci retracements are saying. But most likely, most likely the resistance areas will be much higher. But we obviously have to look for the. Oh no. First of all, we have to look at the key targets down here on the lower time frame to establish the relationship of waves A and C. Now, if I draw the retracements, I would look for the 38.2 Fib level here. That's at $4.83, so that's interesting. It's quite close to $4.56. So these are two levels that I would certainly be watching, 456 and 483. As a potential target for the C wave, and then we have likely 3 waves in place. And if it can go higher than that, it would start to open up the possibility very clearly that a lasting low has been made. But you can't say without having 5 waves up and 3 waves down. I mean, anybody who is willing here to risk money, we always risk money, but who wants to look for a speculative stock, yeah, I mean, you can always go long with a stop below the B wave, but that's entirely up to you. From an analysis point of view, I can tell you that I cannot confirm that a lasting low has been made, because we are moving at the moment only in 3 waves below resistance, and we're coming from a lifetime downtrend. So from an analysis point of view, yes, there is still decent upside possible. I mean, price is currently at $2.97, can still move up considerably. But just be aware that your stop is quite far down, because it's basically below the B wave low, right? I mean, you don't even need to wait. I mean, invalidation of the C wave is below the B wave low, but you can use the 78.6 retracement level as a first warning. Yeah, if we get a sustained break below $2.44, that's the first warning that this is not playing out and we have something much more bearish going on. At the moment, this is only an A wave. a potential B wave and a potential C wave still in the making. So there is a lot of work to do still for Tilray to give us some evidence that maybe something more bullish is going on. It would really need to give us some evidence, because this chart, I mean, there is a lot of potential, in these types of stocks. A lot of potential is certainly there, but you just need to be aware that, of course, this is a lifetime downtrend. It's a very risky market because, I mean, it has been coming down since 2018, 2019? Yeah, since 2018, right? It's been coming down, and I think there are a lot of people are very, very scared. What I can tell you is that typically in a C wave, we see a bullish divergence compared to the A wave on the indicators, and that is exactly what we see. So the A wave was very low on the weekly 4-day chart is that way. Well, let's go to the weekly chart, but yeah, same thing. So you start to see these bullish divergences on the weekly chart compared to the last low and the A wave low. That's an important factor to consider. I mean, again, it hasn't really put a low in place as per the wave count yet, but obviously we have that A wave, C wave, where the C wave shows a bullish divergence. I mean, again, it's not finished yet, most likely, but it might put another divergence in when it makes another low. What we can also do is looking at the Fibonacci extension relationship between waves A and C. So if I take the length of the A wave, I go to the high of the B wave, there you can see what a likely target for the C wave might be. And I'd be watching the 56.6 cent level, which is a lot, okay? It's quite far down. We'll see if it needs to get there. That's certainly something I would put onto this chart. There are other things to consider. I mean, it reacted so far to the 78.6 extension. From an extension point of view, it has done enough. You'd normally say the minimum you want in a C wave is that it goes below the A wave low, and has done that. But the 1-to-1 ratio is a very common one. Now, another way of calculating a target would be to take the, I can't do that because I haven't got the top in place for wave 4. We can speculate though. So let's assume we take, let's assume wave 4 will top at 456. Then we take the length of waves 1 through 3. Oops. And then we go to the high of the wave 4, which again is probably around 456 or 483. Let's do 456. And then the very first target that here comes up is $1.06. That seems a little bit more likely maybe than 56 cents or 58. So I'll put that onto the chart just as a marker. But yeah, I mean, I can, let me know if you're interested in these types of stocks. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of cannabis stocks, but this doesn't look so good just because of where it comes from. Now, it can always do that. It can always prove it's more bullish, but I would need to see evidence on the chart, like a 5-wave move up above resistance, and then I would probably start to buy pullbacks because even though this is still a very risky chart, there's also a lot of opportunity, but I wouldn't do that without 5 waves up and 3 waves down, okay? Yeah, that's my best update currently here about Tilray. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.